First, from the governor's office, Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has affirmed that the Supreme Court judgment that validated his second term alongside his deputy, Dr. Amzat, was indeed a great victory and a wake-up call to perform better to achieve the much-desired greater Lagos for Lagosians. The governor made this statement at a jubilation reception held in his honor at the Marina House after the court verdict at the Supreme Court.
First, we will thank God Almighty for keeping all of us up until this moment, and we want to thank all of the various structures that our political structure has given to us. From expressing interest in an election to the tribunal to the Court of Appeal and to the Supreme Court, which is one of the beauty of democracy, where you can indeed express whatever grievances you have, to the fullest. So we want to thank, God for taking us through all of that process. But so it's all behind us now, right? And we need to be also very gracious, in victory. But the victory is not about us. It's really for all of our teaming supporters and Lagosians in general, right? Because what the victory does, or what the affirmation or the confirmation does, is that he propels us to want to do more, but it also gives us the validity, and the fact that the citizens have confirmed, and the various institutions that have been set up has also confirmed, us as a legitimate government, right? So what we will be expecting is for us to, as usual, get to work very, very quickly and open our doors to everybody that wants to, engage with us, that feels they have something to contribute. We need to be able to embrace and listen, and be able to be as inclusive as possible. So my message out is first to thank Lagosians for their patience, to thank you for your confidence in us, and for us to assure you that for every strength we have, we'll continue to serve you, we'll continue to work with you, we'll continue to ensure that the greater Lagos, which is what we had promised, is on course. Like I keep saying, the train has moved already. Though we have a fiscal train, but also the train of governance, has moved already. I was coming in and I still saw one train, on the platform there. So it has moved. So what we need to do is for all of us to come together. Indeed, if you are passionate about the Lagos journey and you're passionate about governance in Lagos, then you have a space. You have, in whatever form, and we have a space, and we can only but say that we're here to do the work, do it better, do it quicker, do it faster, because we are running against time. We've got less than 4 years of our second term to also work. So we're happy. We're excited that this is behind us now, right? And we can only but hope that, all the things we're doing to make Lagos, to sustain Lagos, as a commercial economic nerve center of our country, is not reversed.
The Lagos State Security Trust Fund received a major financial boost of 1 billion naira donated by Chief Femi Otedola through his daughter Tolani Otedola to the Lagos State Governor recently in Lagos. Before the presentation, Tolani Otedola explained the rationale behind the support fund.
It gives me great pleasure to be here today on behalf of my father, Mr. Femi Otedola, CON, to donate to the Lagos State Security Trust Fund. My father has taken an interest in this fund since its inception and has from time to time made contributions to it. Over the years, the fund has continued to live up to its mandate and has remained very relevant in the security architecture of our Lagos state. This is why my father has decided to commit another donation of 1 billion naira to the fund to ensure the continuity and critical work being done by the fund.
In his reaction, Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu expressed appreciation for the huge support and equally called on other meaningful Nigerians to emulate the gesture. He equally promised that the fund will be judiciously used to improve the security architecture of Lagos State.
On behalf of the fund, the board chair who is here, Mr. Kendi Simeti, the executive secretary, and all the other board members, let me express our very, very deep thanks and appreciation to Mr. Otedola. He had said that to date is probably the highest donor, but Lagos State continues to remain the heaviest and the biggest donor. But Lagos State is a government, so we can concede it to a lot of other people. So since Femi has mentioned it, I want other Nigerians to exceed in. Yes, so it's a call that the 1 billion that he has donated is not the limit. In fact, there are no limits at all. We're putting it out there that he has not won the Guinness Book. Let others come and do more, so that they can outpace him. But today it's about him and it's about what he stands for. And Tolani, let me assure you, the generational wealth is not depleted. We're just rearranging it. We're rearranging it in such a way that you can continue to sleep with your 2 eyes closed, and it can continue to work for you. Because what is in an asset that is not working? So this is a living asset that will work and ensure that tomorrow, that you crave and you wish for will be secured. So it's actually a strategic investment to secure that future, for your generation and others' generation that are coming behind. So whilst we're thanking and commending through you, your dad, I think really is really to make a call out to other well-meaning Lagosians, large corporates, business. At the last town hall meeting, we did mention that there's not been any one single bank robbery in the last 5 years in Lagos, right? And that's it's something that it's we're proud of it, but it's not something that we even want to happen at all. But so we're using this to say that the fund is open to other donors, like Mr. Otedola, and it's really a challenge and a call. Bright into the year, it just sort of like set the pace, for us to continue to do the right thing.
Moving ahead, the Lagos State Governor, Mr. Babajide Sanwo-Olu, commissioned several strategic infrastructural projects initiated, completed, and handed over to the people of Surulere by the current Chief of Staff to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, Right Honorable Femi Gbajabiamila. The governor, while commending the Chief of Staff for his developmental upliftment of his community and constituency, noted that the strategic projects was indeed a great boost and complement to the theme's agenda of his administration.
Today, people of Lagos were here at the 4th commissioning today. The commissioning had seen us collaborate with my very good friend and brother, Honorable Femi Gbajabiamila, who had seen that our team's pillar sits very clearly with his own agenda as a people's representative in Surulere Federal Constituency at one time. Our first stop this morning was under the education and technology space, where we went to our citadel of higher learning, the Lagos State University, LASU, where we commissioned and handed over an international conference center for the university. This falls right in our education pillar. Right next, we went on infrastructure pillar, making Lagos the 21st century, where we handed over a strategic road called the Babs Animasham Census Road, from a single 2-lane to a dual carriage 4-lane road, with 2 bridges constructed to connect the Surulere people, the Ikate people, up onto the Urile people. A journey that hitherto would take 30 minutes has been reduced to less than 5-7 minutes. That is another promise made, another promise kept. The third is on another pillar, youth engagement and gender equality. We went further to hand over and commission a multi-use Samson Ibare Youth Development Center that has a multi-dimensional use, from an auditorium to a basketball pitch, football pitch, table tennis court, all sorts of a gym, which will resonate well with our youth with our people in entertainment, with our people in sports. And here is another pillar of our economic agenda, the health. Today, at this ground, we have turned something that looks like a dead asset into an asset that is befitting of the people of Surulere. A Femi Gbajabiamila, a general hospital, here in Surulere again. This is governance working at the highest level. This is meaningful development working at the highest level. And we'll continue to say that when the executive and the legislature, when we work together, it is the people that will benefit more for it. Because we're in government to serve. We're in government to make life meaningful for our people. We're the same coin, we're just two different sides of the same coin. And you can see that when we collaborate well, we've seen development in tertiary institution, education, we've seen development in infrastructure on road, we've seen development in youth empowerment, in social integration, in sporting facilities. We've seen development in health. What more collaboration can we ask for? What more engagement can we ask for in people's governance? My brother, my friend, thank you very much for your time. And we need to use this to also be able to tell all our other legislators that this is what governance is all about. It's about ensuring that you can touch the life of your community, you can touch the life of your constituent, you can touch the life of the people that you are representing, that you have sworn and promised to go and serve. And we in the executive will give you all the support that you require to make that happen.
And finally, from the governor's office, the just held 2024 Armed Forces Remembrance Day in Lagos to honor the country's gallant heroes was smacked off the traditional activities from the military parade to laying of wreath by the governor, Mr. Babajide Sanwo-Olu, and his deputy, as well as other top military officials and cabinet members, the gun salute, and to the release of the white pigeons, signifying love, peace, and hope. For Mr. Governor, he captured the essence of the Remembrance Day this way, as well as expressing appreciation to serving military officers for their gallant work to serve and protect the country.
To continue to pray, for the repose, of the fallen heroes, to continue to commend, and commend their families into God's hands, and to be a significant day where the government and the people of Nigeria appreciate all of their effort, what they've done, and for serving officers to know that the country will continue to appreciate their gallant work, even while they are alive or even when they pass on, as it has become a national significant day that everybody must honor them, appreciate them and wish them well and continue to encourage them. And so that's what we have come here to do, and we're thankful that it has gone very well. Everybody has turned out, in the right colors, and the event has gone very, very, very well.
And that's a wrap from the Governor's Office segment on the City of Lagos TV show. Thanks for watching. Up next is Local Government in Focus, where we'll bring you latest developments at the grassroots level in the City of Lagos.